Yes, my people, I greet you now on a day. I hope say everywhere palash for one a day. Now, on boy, of course, and I turned down for a year to come talk about transfer matters. Now, our own very Victor Osimhen matter now we could take start today's show because our people they talk say, you go talk your own first before you go outside, you go talk another person own. So, but shout out to you when they watch us, wherever you they watch us for. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon for wherever you day. Yes, I remain on the lawyer boy Akpos, and I welcome you to this transfer talk show. And on I know as we do I'm on this stream, I know they day alone. I deal with Oga Mike way on today's stream. Oga Mike, how about the how your side, Oga Mike?
Fine, no, fine. I greet everybody when they the house today. I greet everybody when you watch us today from wherever. You guys are welcome.
So my people, on I don't hear from Oga Mike, in not talk say not throw away salute, give everybody. So you will join us. Hope say you get a very fantastic weekend, and I hope say your week don't start on a very bungelistic note. So make we just go into the main matter that we carry us come here today. The one we want to start first now Viktor Osimhen and how the Super Eagles of Nigeria striker and the former African Footballer of the Year take reject Al Hilal Ogbonge offer. We come with plenty bogri, plenty money them. So, but Oga Mike, make we just enter into the matter as the odds, as the beat, twele. How you react to that news and the reports then when come out? Because say Nigerian journalists first break the news out. Bushi, where be saying OAP also Ogbonge sport person. I first break the news out. Then we call the see him for mainstream medias. Them like the likes of Fabrizio Romano come begin the carry and say Victor Osimhen don't reject that Ogbonge offer. We carry plenty money where Al Hilal been put for a head. But make we get your thoughts because me I also get a lot of things where I want to talk concerning the matter. But what will be your first reaction, Oga Mike, to Victor Osimhen decision to reject that Al Hilal money where they put for a head?
The thing we say everybody's surprised.
Mm,
Even me is surprised. Why? Because this particular deal don't they linger for too long, and a player like Victor Osimhen, you're not supposed to get this kind of negativity around them too much. Him not the face of African football in the last couple of years, and him a person don't really do well in Europe, and he's very popular. Most European clubs they wish say they get somebody like him for their squad.
mm,
And having this kind of saga around him, it's a very sad one. I don't know, maybe because he's an African, maybe majority of Africans don't really understand the level where him did, for his career at this point. But I received it as a shock, and majority of pundits or journalists or whoever they interested in this whole saga, as at 48 hours ago, don't believe say this deal is a done deal with Al Hilal. For we to come receive him in a very shocking manner, not be really smart in at all. And I react to this thing on my YouTube channel as well because it really shocked me, honestly. And I don't really take them as something where it's supposed to happen because last year by this time it was Chelsea around Osimhen. Al Hilal also did the mix. They drag on for too long until the very last day of the transfer window, and at the end of the day, he can't decide to go to Galatasaray, where was the only option at the time,
mm,
for him because that or Galatasaray not be actually in own dream at the time, but right no go, left no go. The way it be, just like say you dey go a particular direction and you don't know where you dey go, okay, and you no get map. If you reach the crossroad, you see right, you see left, you see front. At that point, you go dey confused. You no go know where to go. So now that situation, I Osimhen dey at this level, and it's a very sad one for somebody at that level of
mm.
football to having this kind of saga. This should be one of the most saga for the whole world where we don't really drag for too long when it comes to transfers. And for somebody like Osimhen, you no deserve something like this. I don't know who I go blame. I don't go try to start to blame him or his agent or his club or everybody right now and get blamed for this whole issue. And with time, we will get to know who the really problem be when this whole saga don't end.
Mm. All right, Oga Mike, you don't drop a lot a lot of fat and oil concerning this Victor Osimhen matter. But quick, make I just shout out to Oga Tosin. Oga Tosin, I greet you. Oga Tosin, how body? Hope say your weekend makes sense, and hope say your week start on a very ogbonge note. So if you just join us, say you join us late, tell us what you think about Victor Osimhen decision to reject Al Hilal ogbonge offer. We come with plenty money wey reach millions and millions and billions for naira. So, but Oga Tosin, also make I ask you, what do you think about Victor Osimhen decision to reject Al Hilal offer? How you react to Oga Tosin? If you also the watch us, tell us what you think. But for me personally, me and Oga Nick, say when the offer come from Al Hilal, Galatasaray also they on the side putting their own big offer too. They're ready to break bank. They're ready to sign Victor Osimhen on their own transfer record fee and all that. They're even ready to break their wage structure. We even get a lot of, a couple of Galatasaray fans where they on the stream where they've asked us what do we think. We also, they share their opinion concerning the matter. We also talk that they say, if a good, since the so-called big clubs for Europe decide to want lowball Victor Osimhen, they decide they don't want to give them waiting him status reach. At the end of the day, if Saudi Arabia now, we say them know him what, them know his value, make him take the offer. That's not the opinion what we come up with that day. But say I also come with other opinion to say we go also need to see where him decision go lie. If you want go after the money side, or he wants reason say he won't play for, he won't continue to play for passion, won't continue to play to win the big trophies for Europe and all. But this decision from Victor Osimhen, I look at from this angle like say this na a player wey still get that hunger for a belle to achieve a lot of things for club football. He still get that hunger for a belle, say him won't win the major trophies, him won't win big individual awards too, because to reject this kind of money like this wey dey for your front, easy. It takes a lot of discipline. So me first I want to give Victor Osimhen him well-deserved credit to show say he be player when no put money first, because yes, money are one of the big factors when it comes to signing contracts, when it comes to player deals, but it still gets other things where athletes also they consider. They go like the country, they like their family, go like to stay for there. You understand? Them go fit integrate into the society for there. Them like the football where the club they play. They like the coach pattern. You understand? That na club where we say go match their own individual goals, because every footballer, every athlete get their own individual goal. They get where they see their career in the next 2 years or in the next 1 year. So all those ones are other key factors wasted there, because the factors then plenty well. So I want to start with first to give Victor Osimhen credit. Say he no one put money first. We know say money they important, but him no put am say na money be the ultimate thing we go make and decide where he go the club where he won't play for next. So credit to Victor Osimhen with how him they should say yes. Other things they way won't bring in as determinant for inside the equation where you go take solve in final decision. So for me, I don't get the mindset with Victor Osimhen say, because me I be a big Victor Osimhen fan just like you, Oga Mike, and a lot of Nigerians, because we know say when it comes to Victor Osimhen matter, Nigerians and Africans we they carry on for our head, because like you talk, now a face of African football, now a face of many African athletes. So now player will be said don't bring shine to Africa, don't bring shine to Nigeria. We also all am with high esteem. Now I be say anytime when any matter we come concern Victor Osimhen bust out like this, the Nigerian football fan, the Nigerian journalists, the Nigerian people, the African people, African football fans, they carry Victor Osimhen matter for their head. So for me, I don't talk say any decision where Victor Osimhen go make, we go support him, because that are the thinking when I get say whatever club when he decide, just be like when he decide saying go Galatasaray, a lot of Nigerians immediately buy Galatasaray jersey. They turn to Galatasaray fan. So eventually the next club where Victor Osimhen go sign for, they go get fresh, brand new ogbonge shabe Nigerian fans. We go come support them. So that now where many of us see the decision at the end of the day. But for me, now a thing of joy say now, because just the other day I discussed with my friends, say football money don't really take center stage for football. A lot of decisions for football now they centered around money, because just make I use Brighton use for example. Now we know say Brighton are one club where we say that they go small club, go sign players for small money, 4 million, 5 million, 10 million. But now, even this same Brighton we get that kind of model. The other day they want sign a young player from I think Olympiacos, I which other club. They put 40 something million for the player head. That now for a player where we say never play for the limelight before. They put that kind of money. So when Brighton go there, go buy that kind of player, that kind of money, them definitely go want sell them for a huge fee where then we know say na so Brighton they sell their players. So money now that one of the major thing when they make things they if they make wood they float for inside water for football, the football world right now, because the kind of money where they right now a crazy amount of money compared to the one where we see in let's say the last 2 decades for inside the sport. So money na one big determinant, and for me I get big respect. My respect for Victor Osimhen can even increase when I see say money not be the only thing when they want make them decide a next move. And I dey hope saying go get you go get a dream move, and not be say just a dream move, a club where we say they go actually value am. Because Oga Mike, I know say this is also one of your concern. Make him no come begin downgrade himself or lowball himself for any club when they look am less, because that are one of the concerns we make many people don't already they talk about. Some people they talk say yes, making reduce his salary, but other people they talk say he no need to come begin the lowball himself, put himself for a level where they low, and normally by him footballing qualities he dey on a higher level. So for me, now he go make the decision, now he get yam, now he get knife as people they talk am. But he go sweet me wherever body say he no lowball himself at the end of the day. He no can't reduce the money too much when that same club they pay players where Victor Osimhen sabi pass that kind amount where Victor Osimhen currently what right now, because we know him level say right now one of the best strikers for the world. But how you see this thing where I talk concerning him not can they bring himself too down for where some of these clubs they, and we know say these clubs they're ready to pay other players who come from other nationality or other ethnicity, big money. How you see this matter, Mike?
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, the fact we say, I go list out some certain things now and I go break them down. Now, let's start with the guy's ambition. His ambition, they're very, very high. And that's one thing I like about him. He get this passion. If you see how when they play, they always improve the players around him. That's one thing about him. Remember when Nigeria draw against Zimbabwe or one country like that recently for that World Cup? Did you hear me?
Yes, I hear you now. The Zimbabwe game, World Cup qualifiers.
Exactly. You could see his passion, especially when they equalized Nigeria. You could see how upset, how angry he be, because according to a news media, he's saying tell the coach say the next World Cup I go be 31 or I go be 30 or so. Which time again do I have to play the World Cup? You could see his passion. You could see how eager he did to do something to help the team. That is the kind of player he is. That's one. Secondly, if they see the likes of them, Hurricane, the likes of them Lewandowski, they know they get this kind of sagas around them. Why? Because of PR and the journalists in that country. Those ones, they know they joke with the kind of strikers and the kind of players who come from that country. They will do everything possible to protect their own. When Hurricane go from Tottenham to Bayern Munich, the saga no be like this. Even if they move from the country, they leave the Premier League to another country where we say the Premier League themselves go miss them. So they don't make them they don't make the issue too big as this. The issue was not too which word I will use now. They as the saga not they as confusing and as bad as this. Now that's one. Salah was earning 400 or so. See, because this whole issue of the fact that Premier League clubs no fit pay. How much was De Bruyne earning before his contract run out like this? How much Liverpool they offer vets where they come 340k, they go buy them 150.
Players how much Arsenal they pay Kai Havertz?
Havertz they collect more than 250. How much Sterling they collect? How much Sancho they collect? So these are the
how much Rashford they collect?
You understand? So these are the things I'm talking about. When they see, and all of them, majority of these players who are called Victor Osimhen is better than them all. Let's be honest. Okay, fine. He's not Premier League proven. I understand. He has not played there before. Yes. But how many of these players don't play for Premier League before they come, if they are not English nationals? You understand? Okay, you were ready to take a gamble on a certain young player coming to the Premier League and giving him a very huge amount of money. That is not African. But you are scared, and you are I don't know, you are scared to give a Viktor Osimhen that is proven, that has won the league in Italy, that has won the league in Galatasaray in Turkey, that has won best players in different leagues that he has played for, that has won the best player in Africa. You are scared to pay him the salary he demands. He's not demanding for too much. In the time you say, pay me what at the end currently.
Match him, just match him, exactly.
Exactly, that's not what that's the point he's asking of. And one thing I like about this guy, the second point is, I like his desire. His desire to play at the highest level. He wants to win individual awards. He wants to win collective awards. He wants to play in the Champions League, because the Champions League is the best footballing competition in the world. Let's be honest. After the World Cup and Champions League, which other competition you go call again? So this guy wants to play in those worlds. He wants to play in those competitions. Why not give him the opportunity to do it? If Juventus fit pay Viktor Osimhen, they tell and say, come, we go pay you. How much more English clubs that earn higher than Juventus? How much English clubs that earn a lot in TV rights, a lot in selling of players, in a whole lot? How much more? And even their tax is even higher than Juventus and than Italian tax. Still yet, they still don't want to pay the guy. So what else do you want him to do? This kind of somebody who gets self-belief for himself. He knows that if he play Premier League or if he play these big clubs, he go do something. And it's in the shram. See, the most difficult thing that happened to Osimhen was when he moved to Galatasaray. At that moment, it was a make or break deal. If he had flopped in Galatasaray, do you think Hilal will come calling with that amount of money? At that point, see, he went there and he delivered. See, the best player for that Galatasaray, which was their striker, what's his name? The guy that came from PSG, the former Inter Milan
Mario
striker.
Icardi.
He bent and finished. Like, Icardi, they see match play. Icardi, they play 5 minutes to go. Like, he bent and finished. Why? Because of the quality this guy possesses. Osimhen no be striker where they see for road they pick up. His dreams is bigger than the money where they give him like this. He has so much. See, he has a big dream to actually play football in those levels, that big level, that place where you want to play football. So why you they downgrade them? Why see? I understand. Say Chelsea has moved. If we're talking about Chelsea, yes, Chelsea has moved from a club where they pay players a high amount of money, and now they have a salary structure. They have a wage cap. They are not looking more than 150, 180. I understand. That's Chelsea. Are you trying to tell me that if the likes of Sesko or the likes of Gyokeres comes to the Premier League, they will not be paid more than 250K? Is that what you're trying to tell me? What kind of agent is Viktor Osimhen having, first of all? Let's start from there. Because you as an agent, you go list out the things, you go show them evidence. See, easy to win African best player, first of all.
And my brother, talking about this agent, say agents now be the person where we say they go hawk their products. Our people they talk say who they sell market, they carry the market, you go share down where now he know as he go take the market, give people must buy them when they sell them. We remember how player like Joao Felix don't move from big club round. Alvaro Morata.
Jorge Mendes. That is the factor. That is the factor. When this man they are alive, Raiola is in company still the work. When in there alive, he was the agent of the likes of Pogba. How much Pogba moved from Juventus to Manchester United? How much was he earning at the time? 290 at the time, and he moved. You understand? So when you have a very good agent, it makes it even more easier. If Isak right now finally tells Newcastle that he's leaving, the next club he will go to without trophies or not only League Cup he don't win, no. But if he says he is leaving now, 300K less, that's the minimum he will earn.
True talk. You know lie.
So if all these players, see how much Grealish they earn. If all these kind of players are earning such amount of money, how much more the best player in Africa? How much more player that gave Napoli the title after them not winning it for more than 30 years? How much more somebody that gave Galatasaray the title after they not win for more than 6 years? So these are the things I don't understand, but I would just say the next club he actually chooses to go, and that next club, they go get the value for money at the end of the day.
Lie.
Because yes, the
lie.
pressure will be on him. I understand the pressure will be there. I get it, but trust me, Osimhen can survive and he will prove the critics strong. Even if na Real Madrid and he play with the likes of Mbappe and Vinicius, he go still shine. Because him na player wey get that Ronaldo hunger.
This point, this go ahead.
If he no score, you go dey see am for him body say this guy won't do something. Area ability he is there. Speed, he get them. Physicality, he get them. Shots, he get them. He will run behind defenders. He gets everything you need in a striker for crying out loud. Why are these big clubs not seeing what we, the fans or pundits or journalists or whatever, are seeing? Is it that they look and less or so? Man, it's crazy.
But I didn't see the passion in your voice, my brother. Talking about Viktor Osimhen. I know, say we don't talk a lot of things concerning this transfer saga from last summer, can reach now, and just like you, many of us they paint say some of these clubs they don't really know in value. We don't do series of short videos, series of streams, a lot of write-ups concerning this matter. But make I just touch some comments where they come from Ogatos. And Ogatos talk say him they surprised when him see say Viktor Osimhen reject the offer. Say so far Viktor Osimhen they happy. Say now that one now consign and pass. Ogatos also they talk say if it be say this next club fit be Galatasaray, because Galatasaray also they push to sign Viktor Osimhen because the fans they really passionate. For people who don't meet Turkish football fans one-on-one, they go no say an average Turkish football fan, now very passionate football fan. They love their club. And players when show working for them, then they hold those players to very high esteem. I don't meet a couple of Turkish football fans where we say they don't follow me talk about the great JJ Okocha and all the things when he do during in time for Turkey. Even the one when Daniel Debula Mokashi also do for Turkey. So these guys that people will be say they always they hold their fans, they are legends in high esteem. But maybe also see what Viktor Osimhen go do concerning this Galatasaray matter, because them also they push for Viktor Osimhen and they believe say with Viktor Osimhen they go achieve even greater things. But he get this comment where they come from Oga Tosin, where he also talk about this agent matter when Oga Mike be they talk about the agent matter and Osimhen image branding. Say because if the likes of Rashford still get club where they bid for Ram, say nobody for the Premier League don't really put face for inside Viktor Osimhen matter. Say the matter now can't be like say whether village people get and put inside. But Oga Mike, how you see this image branding matter? Because we don't touch on the agents. How you see this image branding? Because I want to talk on this one small. Because I know say before now, I know say that this set of our footballers now, right on they see themselves, they can't understand, say, forget say they be footballers, they be also a brand, and they need a team of people who go to work with them in terms of PRO, in terms of make good things the day around, the day about them out there for the media, because we all know say the media are very powerful too. And how you see this talk concerning branding and all, because waiting some of them also know where I go talk about before you go give your points concerning this matter. And I say football as a footballer, the way you arrange yourself as a brand go determine also what you go do when you don't stop to play football. Because the football career, we know say you get plenty money, but it's also a short-lived career. Not be career where we say they for a very long time. But now with sports science, the length of the career of a footballer don't also increase. You understand, with sports science and all the new development and where they come, and also how the medical sector for inside sports and football don't still improve. How you see this image branding matter and the gap when Nigerian footballers need to close concerning how they need to brand themselves as a brand and not just only as a footballer where they play ball inside pitch?
That's I did mute. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, branding they're very important for everything where person they do for this life. Now let's talk about the context of football. There are so many players in football that is not up to the level of Osimhen, but they are getting better deals. A whole lot of them did the Premier League and are English players. Let's start from the English players. Somebody like Harry Kane, the brand where surround Harry Kane. Yes, they deliver for pitch. He's doing so well, you know. That's the level where he did. You get the branding where surround that guy. One, you see players like Phil Foden. The Phil Foden where they see, so we say they see for them to even give a best player for Premier League last season, where everybody know, the whole world know, say na Cole Palmer now deserve him. Waiting be the edge and the branding. See, if you want someone to check out, Cole Palmer deliver for pitch even more than him. In terms of numbers, goal and assist, Cole Palmer delivered better than any player in the Premier League last season. But what was the edge over him was that branding that they gave to, like, where they were surround Phil Foden. Why João Felix they see club every time when they flop? The branding around him. And this branding also consists of, in as much as you are being branded, your agent is important.
True.
Your agent has a say in the branding that surrounds you. Okay, people they talk about Yamal at the age of 17. They push him towards the Ballon d'Or. Why? Because of the branding around him. He does so. He's a young player. He has not played more than 3 seasons. This should be his third season or his second season. I don't know. But he's not. He's not up to the level. Yes, he has played so well, but what actually made him push even more is the branding that surrounds him. They see, they show, he clear. João Felix, he played for Atletico Madrid, he flop. They push and go Barcelona, he flop. They push and come Chelsea, 6 months, he flop. They send him go AC Milan, he flop. Now he's coming back for Chelsea. If the next club might be Benfica, back to Benfica again. That should be one of the most wasted talent I've seen in a long time. But why does he keep getting clubs? Why does he keep getting the bigger clubs and the big clubs? Why? Because of the branding and the engine that surrounds him as a person, as a footballer. So it is very, very important. And Viktor Osimhen has to understand these facts. It's not about how good you are as a footballer. What is your team? You need to have a team of experts that helps you in terms of your branding. Sometimes you go say players go just their team go just put out a news on air. Not be say the news they true. They go fit talk say Barcelona wants Rashford right now and they are offering 80 million. It not be true, but they push those narratives into the media. Why? To create buzz, to create you see, if it be say clubs where want the likes of Sesko, if you say as at right now, if you say now only Arsenal, but for media you go see Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, you go see them all around him. Why? Because now only one but you go see all those ones around him. Why is that branding and that's PR around that player? It don't make him even bigger than what he is at the time.
And if I go put Maggie for this thing where you talk, Oga Mike, if I go put Maggie for this thing where you talk, we even see him say when some players won't get big money for the club where they do, you understand? They go just push their PRO people, their branding people, their agents could just slip the matter.
Luis Diaz right now for Liverpool.
Exactly. Liverpool now don't begin make sure say they want fence and make it no go Barcelona. You also see him with Kimmich the other day. Remember when the Joshua Kimmich, Bayern Munich, when he be like say he don't they want come out, the news they out there, Arsenal they interested.
Even that
this one they interested.
Even that they are small boy did that team, when did that Bayern Munich team? Musiala. He did the same thing. Alphonso Davies, he did the same thing. Now all these PR, now they get contracts. All this PR. So if you don't have this as a footballer and you are looking to be the best player in your continent or in for a very large audience, it doesn't make sense. And that's why they always blame agents. The agents supposed to suggest time for them. Imagine they put out the news out there now, say Manchester United are getting close to signing Osimhen. You go see Arsenal would already say, wait, Tomoko hold on for this Sesko deal. Bless Osimhen they available. Bless him go reduce for us. Bless him if we come to terms. So if they talk to Arsenal, Man U, Chelsea, everybody like this, you go see the balls. You go see how clubs they fight to get this player. So that is why PR is very, very important. And that PR will bring deals. That PR will inflate your price. That PR will inflate your, it will inflate your salary, everything that surrounds you, your image rights, everything.
Commercial deals go plenty.
Exactly. So it's not just about the current deal right now and how much you are earning or the club you are willing to go. Sometimes now PR they push players go big club. Look at Mastituno for Real Madrid right now, where Real Madrid just signed. How many of us now know Mastituno for River Plate? How many of us don't watch Mastituno? They see the PSG won't sign him. They see the hype around this player. They rush go buy him. See Estavio, the Chelsea Estavio. Now PR now they help him. I will talk about this PR for my video very soon, sir, because the thing don't they make me the best. This Estavio where come from Brazilian league. How many people watch him before Chelsea go through it? More than 47 to rising to 70 million fee for him. So that is why PR is very, very important in football, because it enlarges your brand. It helps you moving forward. You understand? Even clubs when even they're interested in signing you will be so interested because of the fact that you are getting so much publicity in the media. So many players don't see because of media, because of PR. So many players don't go big club and they don't flop. Are we going to talk about this Netherlands, the guy where they like pool band here? I forget his name. When they play for Brazil now.
Dipe. Memphis Dipe.
Now PR right finish him. Don't be saying don't be saying too good. You don't play for Man U. Don't be saying
too Man now.
Like, many I can name so many. There are plenty. When you say PR,
na long list, my brother.
Big club at the end of the day they flop, and it is happening. That's how football is. So take advantage of this moment. Take advantage of the time. You have to evolve with time. That's how it is.
And my brother, you know, say, and you know why the thing they pay me, because like you talk, they need to take advantage of this time where they get the shine for the limelight, because now the way you brand yourself now will determine how it will be for you also when your playing career don't end. Because like we talk before, some of them go no back, playing career don't close. But the way you set yourself as a brand while you still be active as an athlete, it go make everywhere, you know, either everywhere go smooth for you, so for you to be transition into other roles or other things where they're relating to that sport after your playing career don't finish. But make I also touch this one where they come from Ogatosin again. It talks say plenty black players say they no get that PRO, and say no be say not just to come Nigeria, come ball for summer, say come the club be the cocoa. So they need to do a lot when it comes to, you know, so they put themselves out there for the news, and not be just say you did the news, you did for the news for good things. Because for some people they talk say any PRO na PRO, but we need our players, you know, to live in the news for the right things, not for the wrong things, not for things where go put you in a bad light and also puts the national team in the bad light. So, but Oga Mike, I'll make we touch a little bit more concerning the interest from where Viktor Osimhen they get for Italy, because we don't hear some talks about Juventus and others we still get interest to make sure say Viktor Osimhen there for Serie A. But for me, I get concerns with Juventus because me, I'm a big Juventus fan. I follow the club, and I know say the club they go through a difficult period now. I know things in now one of the best time to go a club like Juventus. They go a hard time. I know sure say their ambition go fit match a player like Viktor Osimhen ambition. But make I get your thoughts concerning Juve interest for Viktor Osimhen. Me, I know Badu the interest personally, but make I get your own thoughts.
The thing be say, going back to Italy, it's a two-way thing. Why? First, you had so much bad experience there, in as much as you had a good experience with winning the league. You understand their racism thing. You understand how they would taunt you if you play for Juventus, who are
also Napoli.
Considers against Napoli. And now Napoli right now just won the league. They will taunt you too bad that they will let you know that without you we can do it, and we did it last season that you are not here. Now playing for Juventus, there is no how you will play at the Stadio Olimpico and They're not going to finish you. That's one. Racism will come play another part. That's two. Do you want to experience what you experienced in the last couple of years there? Because in as much as we know what they talk, now the actual truth, now the actual fact, racism full there. That's one. Do you want to play against Napoli? That's the other one. But understand, say Napoli wants to win the league again. You see that man, that Napoli chairman. What's his name?
What's his name again?
That man cannot. He go hard there. See, if he decides to sell to Juventus, the Juventus will pay through their noses. May they're ready to cover that. See, he go there more than that 75 million at this point, because you don't go there about release clause again. You go there about rivalry at that point. Understand? So that's one. Now, Juventus now very unstable club in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Just 2 seasons ago, it was Allegri. As Allegri no work in the last couple of seasons, they say they need to make a change. Now, team where they rebuild at this point. Now they brought in Thiago Motta. Thiago Motta did not last more than, how many months?
A couple of months it lasts.
More than 7 months or so. Last. They had to sack Thiago Motta. The same Thiago Motta where put Vlahovic for bench and also players for bench in style of play. No really work.
He even sell some players, said the likes of Chiesa them.
Now, I did a video concerning how coaches doesn't last in the Serie A. I don't know if you see that video.
I don't see.
In the Serie A. If you talk about Atlanta, maybe Gasparini don't do there for 7 years. Now he don't go Roma.
Now.
The same Roma where they say they change coach 3 times this season. You understand? The same coach, that Southampton coach, right? Relegate Southampton, he coached Roma. The former Leicester City coach, January. Now he be the coach of Roma before they bring this one. They still bring their former player. See, 3 coaches in 1 season. So they know they're stable. That's one thing about that club. See now, they don't go bring Chivu from Parma, make you one coach in Inter Milan. Now, Sebi, Conte, he coached 1 season, he said one gonna beg and stay. So when it comes to managers, see what did happen for AC Milan from Conceição. No, from Fonseca to Conceição.
Conceição, yeah.
Now, from Conceição now to Allegri. And I bet you Allegri don't go spend 1 season there, they go change them again. So,
if he take where 1.5 or 2 seasons.
So see, when it comes to managers' longevity, the Italian. Yes. So what is the likelihood? Say Tudor go last for that Juventus team. 1 season, 1 bad season, they can change him. You need to start going through rebuild again with that same team again. And when it comes to changing of coaches, you cannot be consistent because every coach comes with their own style of play.
Different style.
That is the fact. Every coach comes with a different way. They demand differently from you. The coach where they now, if you don't prefer the PSG France striker where they play for Juventus now, where we
Randall Colomwani.
If you don't prefer them, if you come say na Lukaku or na Vlahovic where they don't go sit down, when they bench. Now if you tell say na that one he prefer, the next coach where go come, if you tell say you don't want to, okay, just imagine say at the end of the day, Napoli sack Conte, and Conte had to come back to Juventus, and Osimhen is striking for Juventus. At the end of the day, he put Osimhen for bench because he no stay when he want him to stay. For the title winning season when he just win now, if you still get that grudge on him and you tell him to go to the bench, so at that point your career is already on hold. You understand? So see, I just understand the fact say Italian leagues are not stable when it comes to coaches, and it can affect any player's career.
True.
You understand?
True.
So that's why to me I think Juventus should be out of the picture. You understand?
I totally agree with you. I'm talking about say if it affect any player career. Now that same thing they affect Randall Colomwani now. Now what's his name? The other coach, Thiago Motta go bring and come. And Thiago Motta begin to use and they play. And we see say yes, income begin get those moments when in the score goes back to back. It can't be like saying they're on fire. The contact Thiago Motta, the new coach will come reverse and back to bench again. And now another new coach don't come. So how that one won't even extend the loan deal and all of that. So I totally agree with you concerning Juventus. And then one of the main reasons why I don't want to make it even near there because right now they not be a stable club at all. But maybe we talk about what be your thoughts about Galatasaray? Because I don't talk a little bit about their passion and all. What be your thoughts about Galatasaray? Because them also they still shook head for the matter. And Viktor Osimhen last season, we see a Viktor Osimhen where we say they play at peace. They play, they enjoy in football for Turkey. Now also one thing some people don't discuss, like say, this guy played. He was looking very much settled. He be like person where we say that environment when he did good for him body, and we also see him with the performance on the pitch. Waiting you be your thoughts for Galatasaray for inside this picture concerning Viktor Osimhen before we go move on, go other small other topics that we want to touch on the show today.
The thing is that I wish say Galatasaray was in the top 5 league in the world. It would have been better. Because with Galatasaray, he has found a home. He has found stability. He has found friends. He has found where he's stable. But the fact is, he should not or would not have gone to Galatasaray if other deals with Chelsea and other clubs materialized last. Galatasaray was never in the picture. Galatasaray now, Ibada the only hope I remember this for me.
Yes, last Oguru must jump.
Yes, and he went there and he shined well and he did well. Now these guys are going beyond their ambition because the money where they offer and first, they never offer any player at all for their history.
Exactly.
In fact, me, I'm very sure say politicians and their president they put hand for this matter. Say
exactly.
You see as they hold Mbappe down for PSG that time. I beg, stay with us because the value and the PR and the publicity he has brought to that league has never been seen before. You understand? What he did because at that point he deserves to be in the top 5 leagues in the world. That is the kind of player he is. Now coming to your league at the age of 25, because currently right now he's 26. Coming to your league at that 25 brought a whole lot of eyes to that league, hoping that he fails. Because let's be honest, most people, most fans or club owners or directors where no one go close to him were hoping he was going to fail. So right now,
and even Napoli set him up to fail safe.
Yes, even now when he succeed, they are still coming out with the notion of the fact that na Farmers League. Are you serious?
Nah, Galatasaray after all. You no go fit do am. That for their mind, they say no go fit do am for any top league. Make I just put this one out there. What is some people some of them they talk about Viktor Osimhen now say he never fit do back-to-back 20 league goals. Back-to-back 20 league goals now. Say before them, you say no go fit do am for another place. You go Galatasaray, don't do am. Now they don't increase the bar. Now say make him do back-to-back 20 league goals in a season. So just like they talk, Galatasaray, they don't really they punch above their weight. Like you talk, they go not shook from many places to bring this money, all the umama like that they shook put to bring the money to make us say they go sign Viktor Osimhen, and the fans really love him. But just like you also, I want to make Viktor Osimhen clear some of these people doubt. And it's a funny thing because some of the voices where they talk some of these things, they come from inside our side, inside us. Some people see they talk this kind of thing for inside us. And when I hear some of them they talk, I go they wonder what be their issue with Viktor Osimhen. So it could be a thing of joy. Say at the end of the day, maybe he could get a dream move to one of the top leagues in Europe, and this talk of back-to-back 20 league goals go finally put time to an end because for me, idea of the school of thought say once you sabi, you sabi. If you fit do one for anywhere, if you fit do one for Italy, if you sabi, if you go Spain, you go fit still replicate them. If the environment they conducive for you to take deliver normally, you go deliver. Not be say they put you for a year club, but if they put you for the team, where be say show working, fit deliver for you. Victor Osimhen, I believe say he go deliver 20 plus goals anywhere. That's one of the things we are done the talk since. But to wrap up on this Victor Osimhen matter, you talk something when when sweet me for body concerning how this deal no supposed to drag on, and me I dey hope say the for once because the transfer window go close on Tuesday. Once it reopen afterwards, after they don't play the FIFA Club World Cup finish, once it reopen again, I dey hope say this transfer saga no go too to drag on, because even though say it go they close, clubs go see they talk to players, clubs go see they they do their background, they do a lot of things. They go feel even fit agree deals with other clubs, agree personal terms with the player, but they not go fit complete the document to make them official. So I just they hope say within now and when the transfer window go reopen, hopefully he go fit get a move where be say they cool for him own body. But how you see concerning the time frame and all that, made the team no cost drag reach transfer deadline day like we see him last summer, and that one make him push him into a very tight corner, a very difficult position. How you see the time frame concerning Victor Osimhen before we go move on to other players who will go touch on the
Time
stream?
still dey, time still dey, but still time no dey.
Mm,
The reason why I say time still dey is if you want to drag it like last summer, there's time to drag am, but it is better you make it as easy and as quick as
quick
possible
as
so that you
possible.
as a player can be settled.
We go settle.
Because at this point, there are so many transfers where go happen this summer. Nobody you did the market. So finish up your own, earn your respects like you have earned in the last 24 hours for rejecting and out. Earn more respect by putting these whole things to bed at once. Like, let's just finish it up. Okay, fine. We have taken one step. We have rejected Hilal. Now, what's the next step? Let's talk to this club. Let's see if this club matches our proposal, or let's see if we can compromise or they compromise or whatever. Let's make it happen as quick as possible. Other than that, if you keep dragging and keep dragging and keep dragging, you are spoiling your PR. You are spoiling a whole lot for yourself. Because most clubs go feel say if you come our club at the end of the day, now wahala you go carry come. So mean just to choose club, that be the problem for so long. All those kind of things will keep lingering on your career. So at the end of the day, he's better off than what is going on around him right now. Pick this club once and for all. Let's just move on with. Let's move on from this whole saga and let's move on to a better. Be stable. You have if okay fine, they go club World Cup. He has few weeks to still rest, get clear your head. But that where you want a rest, not be for you to really rest. Now for you to pick your club, relax. That's remaining few weeks where they will give you for you to rest. If you don't pick and you go feel rest well. But if you don't pick your club at this point, if you don't settle this whole thing at this point, that time when you're supposed to take rest, you go to stress concerning the whole club issue at the time. And when the time don't reach for you to start the league, you are starting with league with so much pressure on your shoulders to deliver, and you don't rest enough. So it doesn't make sense. So that's why it just has to. There's time and there's no time at the end of the day.
Okay. We don't spend a long time talking on Victor Osimhen. We know saying NBA our main talking point on today's transfer show. But other transfers still they happen, other players still they link to the move. I want to talk about our own Chalet brother Mohamed Kudus. Him done a linked with several clubs for this transfer window. According to some reports where they come out from Sky Sport, them also been offered to Chelsea. Chelsea now one of the clubs where we say they're there for markets to sign attacking players. We know Mohamed Kudus he play as an attacking midfielder, if he play for for wings also, if he play as a false nine, depending on how you also want to use up. That one player we don't need linked with Chelsea. And we also don't hear reports say Arsenal also despite the Mohamed Kudus situation. We know say Mohamed Kudus when in the play at his best, now a very fantastic player, a top player where we say the show working. Now one of the prize gems from Africa right now, and now we hear some links say if they make a move for inside this transfer window. But right now, whenever they sure of which club, but with now a player will be say don't they linked with several clubs right now. But you, Oga Mike, make I ask you as a Chelsea fan, how you see that link with Chelsea and the offer where they offer out to Chelsea, because some Chelsea fans where I don't talk to when I put up the post on our different media handles, some talk say Chelsea currently gets Kopama, Chelsea go also get Estavo to say we are a player like Mohamed Kudus won't play for the Chelsea team. Say in profile, not to fit with the Chelsea they want. Say Chelsea to them want a proper winger where we say yes, come play wing, and we don't hear about the links with the Borussia Dortmund winger Gittins. How you see the links with Chelsea for Mohamed Kudus and a player like Kudus? Which clubs among the clubs where they don't link him with, where you think say with in kind skill set, in kind quality, if he can go that club, it go really show working?
Yeah, Kudus deal to Chelsea. If it happens, it should be one of the best deals Chelsea has done this summer. Why?
But some Chelsea fans don't want to use the Yeramo.
Yes, they're not going to use the but because they don't really understand his quality. I did look player on what he can deliver or what he can bring to the Chelsea team. If you notice the players where Chelsea they sign these days, you go see say Chelsea are going after players who have what we call versatility.
Players will be play more than one position.
Exactly. Chelsea suffered this summer because of injuries at some point. The likes of Fofana had injuries and it dents the season from that time on. Chelsea started losing. The likes of Reece James got injured at some point. Lavia was injured majority of the season.
True.
So now, even when Kopama was out of form, there was nobody carrying that burden for Chelsea. When Jackson was injured for 3 months or 2 months plus, the Nkunku were supposed to pick up, it was zero. Right? Now we had a third striker in Magiu. Magiu got injured again. So now you could see why Chelsea prioritized these players where get versatility in them. Now, if you watch Gittins, when Gittins was playing under the former coach Louis Sahin, I think he was doing so well, especially in the Champions League at first. You could remember there was a game against Madrid also. Gittins were bored at starting of this Champions League season, right?
Yeah.
He do so well. And when this coach when Kovac push him go the right wing, in game drop. Not be saying if he played there, if he played there, but he's more preferred here. We can only play there in terms of when it comes to when players are injured or eventuality at the end of the day. Now, Chelsea are actually interested in Ekitike, not because of say Ekitike now one of the best strikers in the world, but because of his versatility in the game. He plays more or less like Newcastle Isak. Isak can play the left.
If he play across the front three.
Yes, Isak can play behind the striker. Isak can play at the front. And Isak can play at the right hand side. That is why Chelsea are interested in Isak and Ekitike, not because Ekitike is the best option on the market or in the market, because right now his price tag is too high. But Chelsea still value this guy. You know, they ask themselves, say, why Chelsea still value this guy? Now, because he can play anywhere across the front line. Right? Now, let's go to Kudus. Kudus can play on the right wing. He can play in the number 10 position. He can play in the left wing. He can play up front. When you need him, he has a false 9. That is one of the best things you can get from a player that is not injury prone. Right? Kudus is not an injury prone player. When the burden is on Bowen, Kudus remove that burden from him and carries the team most of the time. And now what thing go do for Chelsea, because if he's playing with Kopama, yes, the burden is always on Kopama to deliver. But when Kopama is not doing it, when he's out of form, Kudus will step in.
Who go step up?
Yes, imagine say Estavio they come an 18-year-old player.
Mm.
You watch Estavio last match for Brazil against
Brazil.
Ecuador.
I watched the game. I watched the game
You
against
could
Ecuador.
see he was missing in the match, because when you get the way match go be for a young player, they will lose. I won't say they will lose focus, but they might not be anywhere to be found at that time, because experienced players deserve one moment. Exactly what happened yesterday. Yemi Lamar, as a young player, has been balling all season, right? Now, when Matt tied Rapa yesterday, he was nowhere to be found. Yes, he did some certain things, but when experience matters at that point, he went missing. Now, to Ronaldo, he was not really in the game. All right? He was not in the game. But when it matters most, just one chance he had, he took it. That is the difference between experience and a young promising talent. You understand? So if you are talking about Estavio, you can't bring Estavio in and put so much pressure on this young lad who has not seen anything right now in European football. He's new to the league. He's new to the whole continent.
A player like Kudus go give him more time to fit, reduce the pressure on him where fans go put for him body, and give him more time to fit, settle in into the new environment. Because a lot of people know they put this thing into concern, say when a young player they move for the first time like that, they come up for halves. It not really the day easy, because this now a player will be say, okay, now Brazil now him they play so far, he never traveled before, so now they travel go in new country, new environment, new language, new everything. So definitely you drop a very good point now to say, okay, a player like Kudus go give a younger player like Estavo some more time to fit, settle in into European football and reduce the pressure on them. A very good point that you don't make. But like I talked for the starting, some Chelsea fans, they don't see him from that angle. But the way you take break and down, the way you take break and down now, a lot of them self will not see him like that. Many of them also agree with you. But some also they talk from the angle, say they don't know how much the club they're willing to spend at this transfer window, because we don't talk about the links with the likes of Ekitike and all that. So because some the things say maybe the signing of Mohamed Kudus go fit potentially stop the team from going, the club owners and the sporting directors, the coach and others to go out there to go buy a proper winger. But like you talk, Mohamed Kudus go also be a fantastic signing for Chelsea because of the fact, say, if he play multiple positions. But another club we also then linked with Mohamed Kudus, the Arsenal at the end of the day. Arsenal also, they need a player who play for that number 10 role, because talking about injuries, we see how the injury to Martin Odegaard last season also greatly affect the Arsenal team, because we know, say, when it comes to that midfield, Martin Odegaard now be the person when they detect the play, the person when they do most of the creative work. We know, say, the likes of Thomas Partey did there, where we say normally like engine room, Declan Rice also did there, but now Martin Odegaard now be the main man when it comes to the attacking side for that midfield. Now be the main man when it comes to the creative side. And when him also come back after that long-term injury, Odegaard no fit hits the ground running back to that level. So Arsenal also in another club when they try to bring in another player, we go also reduce the burden on Martin Odegaard, because you'd also talk about the burden on Cole Palmer. Arsenal also need another player we go come in for that creative role. Maybe when Odegaard they injured, because now you know if you put all your egg in one basket, because if that player where you put say okay now ain't go show working for you, can they injured, you go step in. The other player waiting in for that role now Ethan Nwaneri also now a young player where we say yes, he never really fit to for inside that big stage, because they never really to give him too much time. Because me, I be also one of the people where they talk say the Arsenal coach Mikel Arteta need to give Ethan Nwaneri more time. But the way the man they handled Ethan Nwaneri also last season, I think say Arteta not really trust him. So if you don't really trust him in a situation like that, you also need to go out there, go bring in another attacking player. And Mohamed Kudus also be play for the right wing too, because one thing when many Arsenal fans they talk now say they need also another player we go, go also they make things easy for Saka. Not be every game Saka needs to play. If you check the number of games Saka don't play in the last 2 to 3 years, you go see and say this boy don't play a lot of games for club and country, and he joined while in form also dip last season after that injury. So also Kudus that player where we say Fisty coming for Arsenal, Fisty play on the right wing and Fisty play attacking midfield like you talk. If Fisty also play first nine, and if need be, the Fisty also push and go their left wing. So, but it go there interesting to see which club will actually first, make their first offer for Mohamed Kudus because the way it be like now, Kudus agents also they push him to this club, and we talk about agents relating to Viktor Osimhen. Now Kudus agent 19 go also don't push him to Chelsea say this guy they available and I go need them. Make gonna come bring money come. You understand? So credits to what in Kudus agent they do. They try to push him to some of the big clubs them where they around Europe, or make we also see whether other clubs where they outside the league go also get interest for Mohamed Kudus. But Oga Mike, make I ask you about the Chelsea goalkeeper position and the interest for AC Milan goalkeeper Mike Mianan. How you see that interest for the AC Milan goalkeeper? You think say him now a person where go fit come that Chelsea goalkeeping position where go make him in own, because Chelsea get a lot of goalkeepers. The likes of Kepa Arrizabalaga see the Chelsea, Sanchez still there, and what will be the other goalkeeper name? The one we come from Eastern Europe. What will be your other goalkeeper name? The other goalkeeper we come from Eastern Europe.
Jorgensen did there. This young small boy.
Jorgensen.
The small boy come from Gang did there. Petrovic did there.
Petrovic shall be the one call. Petrovic now be the one call. Petrovic, Jorgensen also did there. So Chelsea get a lot of goalkeepers. But you think, say, the French international now go be the person when go make that position him own, make Chelsea go all out and give AC Milan what they want for this goalkeeper. Mike Magnan.
The thing be say the last time Chelsea get a French speaking goalkeeper, you know what happened.
So now we Champions League.
So the fact be say Chelsea has made mistakes in the last couple of seasons regarding the goalkeeping position, and the directors know, see they don't make mistakes. And the fact is, how do they correct that mistakes? By not spending too much with the little that they have right now in terms of, they need to attend to other positions, but the goalkeeper position is very, very important. Now, what do? You don't want to go for a developing goalkeeper again, because as at last season, Mamajda was available and they decided to go for Jorgensen. Diogo Costa was available and they decided to go for Jorgensen. Look at what happened in the Champions League. The Champions League was not about strikers and midfielders. Especially the semi-finals of the Champions League was about goalkeepers. And who actually stepped up when they needed him most was Jan Sommer and Donnarumma. And they played the final. And you see the difference between those two guys leading up to the final. They carried their team like this. So you could see the importance of a goalkeeper in a particular team that has an ambition to win a trophy at the end of the season. You understand? So now, if you prioritize the midfield, the attack, and you're not prioritizing the defense, it is a very stupid thing to do as the director of a football club. Look at what Raya has done for Arsenal this season. So many times he has saved Arsenal. So many times. You then mute.
Okay, plenty double saves when Raya do during the season.
Yes, and at the end of the day, if you want to compare him to waiting, Sanchez do for Chelsea, it's like the direct opposite. At some point, Sanchez peak, but the errors leading to goals were too much. There are some matches Chelsea had no business losing. There were some matches Chelsea had no business even dropping points. But you could see the mistakes that was hovering around Sanchez made Chelsea lose points. So that is why it is very important, in as much as you are getting a defender, a midfielder, a striker, a winger, you have to prioritize the goalkeeping situation or the goalkeeping position, because that is the last line of a defense of any football club in the world. So at the end of the day, you have done these mistakes. You have let Petrovic go on loan. He was the best player there. Instead of you to bring Petrovic back and give him this time to see what he can perform at the Club World Cup, with less pressure. You are going for a Mike Magnan. Now, it's not a bad thing going for Mike. But the thing is, if you value Petrovic, why didn't you sell him? Why did you let him go on loan? Now, in price tag now don't increase now. You won't sell him now. All right? The price tag don't increase now. You won't sell him now. Instead of you to bring him back, give him chance for this Club World Cup.
To be number one, yeah.
Mike. Okay, fine. It's good bringing Mike in. A 29-year-old player in the next few days, you'll be 30-year-old. You don't want to pay more than 12.5 million for him. When they drag. At the end of the day, the guy comes too much pressure on him. All right, because you had time to get a good experienced goalkeeper as at last summer, and you would prefer to go for Gyokeres. Gyokeres was a mistake buy. Gyokeres had no business in Chelsea. Why would you have gone for him when you had somebody like Sanchez you were struggling with? You had Petrovic on the bench. Why you allow Petrovic and Sanchez actually fight for the number one spot, and you are going for another young promising goalkeeper again that lacks experience? You are going for that young promising goalkeeper. Why? Because he's good at his feet. What about shot stopping? What about shot stopping? So the guy did not really perform this season to actually put Jorgensen on the bench, to actually put Sanchez on the bench, because when he had the time to put Sanchez on the bench, he was as well doing rubbish. He actually considered almost every time he even played in the Conference League. So at the end of the day, Chelsea right now has average goalkeepers. Now the thing is, bringing Mike in is a very good thing. Why? Because he has experience. He's the captain of the AC Milan team. He's the first choice goalkeeper of the French national team. So it's good bringing him. I understand. But at the end of the day, you're not putting so much pressure on him. He can handle it. He's a 30-year-old man in the next few days. He would be able to handle it. But at this stage, the pressure on him will be too much. It will be too much. But still, it will be a good deal if it happens. But what is the future of the rest goalkeepers? Sanchez might leave to West Ham. It will be left to Jorgensen and Petrovic. Are you willing to sell Petrovic? Let Jorgensen be your number 2. Are you willing to send Jorgensen to Strasbourg? Why Petrovic be your number 1? What is the plan? Because Chelsea are the only club where gets so many goalkeepers in the world. You see all this thing where they talk and no mention Kepa. All this thing where they talk and no mention
Kepa to Arsenal.
Yes, I don't mention the other young boy, the 19-year-old. This guy they come from Genk, or was it Gents? Forgotten his name. The other one now is also coming in. So we have so many goalkeepers. Beckstrom is there. There's still plenty. So at the end of the day, what is the plan for these players going into next season? That's the fact.
And I think one way we also never mentioned Martinelli also. We won't join Man City now.
That one can never. That one no they play. That one a trainer.
Now I know a trainer. Now trainer / third choice or fourth choice down at the use them for.
Yes. At the end of the day.
So, but make we move on from this Chelsea goalkeeper situation, and some Chelsea fans don't even begin use that banter Arsenal and say now the players where Chelsea don't reject now Arsenal they go carry with respect to Kepa Arrizabalaga when also they linked with a move to Arsenal. Arsenal think say that 5 million release clause when Kepa gets it could be a good deal for them. Kepa are just 30 years now. And now keeper will be say keep for Bournemouth last season on loan, and he make about how many clean sheets? I think about 8 or 9 clean sheets that he get last season. A fantastic season with the Bournemouth team. They tried to deliver and show working last season, but now him don't decide to make a move again to a big club, and it be like say him ready to push David Raya, because one of the things when they talk, I say, okay, the guy they're ready for the challenge because David Raya don't cement in place as Arsenal number 1. But make we see what thing will happen between him and Kepa Arrizabalaga. But Oga Mike, what will be your thoughts concerning that move for Kepa?
Just 1 minute concerning Kepa. Kepa will be a win-win situation for both Chelsea and Kepa. Why? Because this guy is earning a high salary in Chelsea. And Chelsea are trying to cut down their wage structure with Chilwell leaving, Sterling leaving, Kepa, those big names will actually leave at the end of the day. They did it with Lukaku last season, reducing the wage structure because new players are also going to be coming in, So Right now, Chelsea will, because he signed that 5 million release clause before he left by increasing his deal. I think it was
Mm,
last season or 2 seasons ago before he left to Real Madrid or so at the time. And kept an experienced goalkeeper, and he did well in Bournemouth last season.
Bournemouth.
The
Yeah.
only reason I think he got into the Spain national team for the Euros. If I'm wrong, I don't know. Please correct me. I think he
I'll
got
check
into
him out.
that team. I don't know, but let me check. But with what he did in Bournemouth, he deserved to be in that Spain team, even for that yesterday's game. But the fact is, at the end of the day, it's all about ambition and money.
Mm,
Now, the ambition goes in two ways. If he's in Bournemouth, he would already cement his number one place. That's one. And there's every possibility that he could get back into the Spain national team. Same thing applies to him if he's in the Arsenal team. Now, if at the end of the day he pushes Raya, at the end of the day, he can't see game time, he will get this thing, he will get that place in the Spain national team. And also he will earn more in Arsenal than in Bournemouth. He has the opportunity to play some few matches, FA Cup and the rest, and he get the
League
way he go
Cup.
be.
Mm,
Yes, maybe they go one rest Raya, maybe Arsenal go get maybe quarter-final game, they feel one rest Raya in the league, and Kepa will get to play and all of that. So, and also you go push that goalkeeper for him to even be even more better. And if you go drop in guard, Kepa fit come in. But let's be honest, Raya will always be the number one goalkeeper. So at the end of the day, I think it's all about money and the ambition to play in the Champions League back again, and
mm,
also making that an easier route a little bit back into the Spain national team. That's why
mm.
this thing is happening. This whole saga about him moving to Arsenal.
Okay. I want to talk about Benjamin Sesko. This is the one player where we say it don't cause a lot of talk for inside the Arsenal fan base. Some people talk say now glorify the bench now. Some people talk say now Sesko will be the next best thing we go happen after sliced bread. Arsenal fans, they different side when they related to this Benjamin Sesko. Some want Osimhen, some want Isaac, some want Gyokeres and all that. So the talk concerning Benjamin Sesko plenty well. But according to the reports, Arsenal, where they come from Germany, they come from Sky Sports Germany also. Now say Arsenal, they push for Benjamin Sesko matter. Say, that they talk with the club. And according to some report, they talk say the money itself when RB Leipzig even want for Benjamin Sesko, say the money plenty well. And some also they talk say Benjamin Sesko get a good relationship with the club. So Sesko not one first move and all that, but him really won't join Arsenal. Say Arsenal are the club when Benjamin Sesko won't join. But the major question mark where they concerning this Benjamin Sesko link with Arsenal, and I say some Arsenal fans no really they convinced say Benjamin Sesko now the striker we go take Arsenal from the club where they compete from the Premier League to the club where go win the Premier League. Or now the striker we go take Arsenal from the club when they reach a semi-final of the UEFA Champions League to go all the ways to the final, or maybe put their hand for inside that trophy. Because some people see Benjamin Sesko as a prospect striker. Some people see him like striker where we say, talent they there, but no be really the finished article. And me, I join people where they of that school of thought. I believe say I don't watch the player play well. And to me, yes, talent they there. But what did Arsenal really need for that position, in my opinion, is striker where we say now go person where go hit the ground running now, and person where we say go do and for Arsenal the next couple of years. That's why person like me, I did lean towards a more experienced striker like the likes of the Viktor Osimhen, the likes of the Viktor Gyokeres, the likes of Alexander Isak. But some people they talk say if you not sign Benjamin Sesko now, in the next couple of years, Benjamin Sesko go worth way more than waiting in what right now. But Oga Mike, I know say person wey don follow this Benjamin Sesko saga, and also the Arsenal striking department saga wey don last on for a long time now, because no be today many people dey talk say Arsenal need a striker to complete the team. But whether na the coaches, whether na the owner, whether na the sporting director, they very stubborn for this matter. But how you see this Benjamin Sesko links to Arsenal? You think say na him be the man wey go make everywhere stew for Arsenal for that Arsenal number 9 position?
and you are putting so much pressure on that player, has to be a risk. There's a risk involved. When Arsenal had this new sporting director, it changed the plans of the club. Not in terms of identifying the players that they need, but the profile of the player that is coming in. You understand? It changed the profile because according to the reports that the man was interested in Gyokeres. And Arteta is interested in Sesko. And if you see the Sesko deal, Sesko has been one player that has been on the market for quite some time. Even before he signed that deal with Leipzig last season.
Leipzig last summer,
Yes. I remember Sesko from Salzburg. He followed the same route Erling Haaland followed before Erling Haaland went to Dortmund and he went to Leipzig. Because Leipzig still there in that their Red Bull association.
Yes. They go first send the players to Salzburg first. If the player deliver, then they will bring them down to RB Leipzig.
Oh, fuck. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
That was the progression. That was the trajectory for him to secure a bigger move. Because at the end of the day, the Red Bull organization says, man, now 17 million we sell Haaland to Dortmund. See how much Dortmund sell on to Man City. We lose, we will not try it again with a profile that is like Erling Haaland. You did, yeah? With a profile that is like Erling Haaland.
Yes, I did.
So at the end of the day, they had to keep him in their organization. Now, that guy has been he's a very young player. I think he's like 20 or 21 thereabouts. He's still very young. So that guy is still a developing striker. You can't put so much pressure on a developing striker like Sesko coming into the Arsenal team. If you think he's the one that will give Arsenal the Premier League trophy, I don't think so. Because he's not a finished article yet. No verse, my English don't be plenty. He's not a finished article yet. He's still a player that is on that trajectory, is on that level, trying to, be that, finished article. You understand? He's still a young, promising player. All right. So bringing him in and putting so much pressure on him will be too much. And that's why it's good to have two players in like that caliber of player in the team. Where we say if one know they perform, the other one like
another one go come in to do the work.
They go push themselves to that level where Mikel Arteta actually wants. It go help the progression of that player even more than how long it's supposed to take for him to be that world class player where he's supposed to be at the end of the day. All right. So now, Arsenal were also interested in the like of Isak. But they look, say, man, the price tag of Isak and the salary and everything of Isak might be too much at the end of the day. I have no idea why Arsenal are not attacking that market. Isak would have been the perfect player because he has already gotten Premier League experience. So he would have been the perfect player in that Arsenal team. Also, the second perfect player that Arsenal would have gotten to see them over the finish line would have been Osimhen. If you pay somebody like Havertz 250, waiting in this world, can you not pay Osimhen? That Osimhen is not old, for crying out loud. Why can't you pay Osimhen that same 250? All right, and see him push Arsenal to the finish line. See him win the league for Arsenal and push Arsenal to the Champions League final yet again for the first time in more than 20 years. So if you talk, say you cry out all this while, now striker be my problem. Now, this summer is the summer for strikers. There are strikers scattered around Europe right now, looking for
plenty.
So now you don't feel mirror them down to like 3 to 4 strikers where they are available right now. There's Gyokeres, there's Osimhen, there's Isak, there's Sesko. There are so many players right now. Ekitike is still there because Liverpool still they put eye for that guy. So there are strikers right now. Choose the best that is suited for you and work with that striker. And Arsenal at the end of the day don't choose Sesko. Now, are you going to put the pressure on him at this point? Because any striker that is coming in right now, trust me, the pressure will be too much. Why? Because
pressure shock for Arsenal.
This is the position where Arsenal don't define for so long. And a striker be the problem. A striker be the problem. If he comes, will you give him time to adapt to the league? That's one. You go give him time because he's a small boy. Also, forget saying third. One thing I like
He
about
just
him,
he just turned 22 now.
he has the Erling Haaland physique,
Mm.
but he's not better than Erling Haaland. And he was not doing what Erling Haaland was doing at that age.
True talk.
So he's still developing at that point. So if he's a normal 22-year-old player, you can't just give him time for him to adapt. So at the end of the day, Arsenal has to be patient. If Arsenal still doesn't win the league, with Arsenal be patient for like 2-3 years.
For Arteta.
Right. For him to turn 25 and push Arsenal over the finish line. I'm not saying that it's not possible that he can come into the league and hit the ground running.
Hit the ground running, yes.
It's
Begin
possible,
start
right?
to show working now. Yeah, they're possible.
Yes, but the leverage or the
percentage
of him coming into the league and him not hitting the ground running is very high.
True talk.
You understand? Any player where they come the Premier League, especially from the German league, needs time to adapt to this league. Even
and if I go add to this,
running, still needs time.
And if I go add to this thing, if I go add to this thing where you talking now, why I be don't discuss this matter with some Arsenal fans when they shout say Sesko now be the next best thing when that happen after sliced bread. And they tell them say, okay, if the club decide say last now Sesko be the person where me say they believe say go turn water to wine for Arsenal. No wahala, may they bring Sesko come. But as you they bring Sesko come, signing another experienced attacker. Another experienced number 9, follow him. Let's say, as you bring in Sesko come now, you bring in, let's say, a Watkins, for example, join them.
Yeah. Yes.
You understand? Because we don't say, now, Aston Villa,
that Newcastle second choice now.
No. That one a bad market, my brother. I beg. That one a bad market. So, but why I talk about Watkins? Because Watkins, we don't see what Watkins go fit do if he fire on all cylinder. We know say Watkins, get the understanding for the division and coupled with the fact say him na person will be saying an Arsenal fan individually on his own. So that passion and drive you still there and him go also they come as a player where we say get something to prove with the fact say I him go one show say go fit also do him for a big club at the big stage. So all those ones that are one of the reasons why I constantly, think and say, okay, if you want to sign a Sesko, still go out there, bring in a more experienced striker because I feel say that more experienced striker will go come in with a player like Sesko, go reduce the pressure on Sesko and go give him more time to settle in because whether people like him or not, this next season a high pressure season for Arsenal. Now the pressure on Mikel Arteta don't increase. Next season, people they expect him to win. If you don't win, the voices where they shout, say, made them sack Mikel Arteta, made them change coaches. How much you go plenty, because next season, if they spend money now this summer, the total money where Arsenal go down to spend under Mikel Arteta go down near £1 billion. So for £1 billion, you won't carry only one FA Cup and 2 Community Shield. Take show people say now be your results when you bring for over £1 billion. So this next season for me now a high pressure season. Now season where we say a lot of things they at stake. And make I even still add Maggie join why I talk say next season a high pressure season for Arsenal. Now we see say after this season, the likes of Real Madrid don't they get interest for the likes of William Saliba. Other big clubs when they win trophies, don't they want to try to turn some of the Arsenal best players head? Why you can't think say next season if they don't win league or they don't win a big trophy, they don't win any trophy at all. These clubs no go come again. And we know Real Madrid, once they come for a player like that, they go keep coming until they get that player or until they get a player where they better than that player before maybe they could be lost interest. So me personally, I don't prepare my mind to say a player like William Saliba, Real Madrid go come in next season again for Saliba. So, but if the team they successful, it could be one way where you go fit, convince some of these players to continue to play for you. Because a player like Bukayo Saka, for example, we know say that one are the club boy. That one na local player, and a player where we say, okay, he grew up for area. The area player where we say, yes, Conde, the area picking. But what about the players where we say like this Gabriel Magalhaes? Gabriel Magalhaes don't sign new contract now. But definitely next season, more clubs go see put eye for a body. So also Arsenal get that challenge to fit keep the best players for inside the team for a long period of time. And one of the ways where you go fit do am na if the team also dey successful for inside the pitch. So they get next season for me for Arsenal na a season wey go define many things. A season wey be say, like I talk, very high pressure season and a lot could be at stake. So for me, for that striking department, if the club decides na Benjamin Sesko they won't sign, they need another more experienced player wey go also come in, go reduce the pressure. And another area where I go just want to touch before we go move from Arsenal, so that we go touch Gyokeres before we go wrap up the stream. Now, Arsenal left winger. Because if Arsenal now want sign a young striker in Benjamin Sesko, they need to go for a more experienced player for that left wing. Because we know say that left wing now one area where the Arsenal team they lack. So if you want to sign a Benjamin Sesko, that left winger need to be a marquee signing, a statement signing, a signing where we say if Saka they give you 18 goals for the right side, that player feel the match wetin Saka they give you or get close to wetin Saka will give you in terms of goals and assists. That way, you will also reduce some of the expectation from the number 9. And we don't get several names. We don't link with Arsenal for that position. We don't get the likes of Rodrigo for Real Madrid, the likes of what's his name again? Nico Williams from Atletico Bilbao. Nico Williams also done the link with the likes of Bayern Munich, linked with Barcelona, but Barcelona Shemo don't also talk say them no one pushed head for Nico Williams matter currently. So, but for me, I think say Arsenal really need to go out there and make statement signings for this attacking position if they really want show working next season. Because if they just go do anything when they're close to what they do last summer, then make Arsenal fans know they expect anything. But to wrap up Arsenal, Mike, what do you think about that left wing position and some of the players recently linked with Arsenal before we talk about Manchester United and their links with Viktor Gyokeres?
Your striking position,
yeah,
you need to also prioritize that left wing, because that left wing now one position for Arsenal when they really produced a lot in the last couple of seasons. The pressure now it make the pressure did too much on Saka, because the striking position is not delivering, the left wing is not delivering. So it can't be like saying they carry the load of the team, and it's not really good because it go wear out and it go burn out in little or no time. So Arsenal needs to prioritize that wing, and that's why the likes of one thing I like, we say the players where they linked right now to Arsenal for that left wing positions are experienced players. At some point, if you really check and where Rodrigo is a bit experienced. No disrespect to him. Sorry, sir, I use bit. He's experienced because of waiting he don't do for Real Madrid, and Williams is another. A bit of experienced player because he has played more than 100 or 150 games for Atletico Bilbao already. So he's a player that is as well experienced. He has won the Euros. He's the first choice starter at the Spain national team. So those are the names that is on the market. If you also say make you check Ademola Lookman also, he's another player that is very good.
True. Yeah.
He has done well. He has played multiple seasons in his career as well. He's also experienced, but maybe because of the age, maybe it's getting to like 26, 27 right now. They no go won't really go for him. But at the end of the day, you just have to pick the player that that will deliver at the highest stage of football, where they say if your strikers are not delivering, he can as well create and as well score goals at the end of the day. So if somebody will push Martinelli to the limits, if Martinelli they deliver, he puts him down to the bench, and let Martinelli learn off him. So at the end of the day, that's what Arsenal needs. Just needs a striker and a very good left winger. And as Jorginho don't go like this, you also need somebody to cover up Partey for the midfield as well. So that's what you need, because right now your left wing is settled, your right wing is settled, your defense is settled. That's where you just need a striker, the left wing, and one more defensively minded playmaker, and it's we are good to go.
Okay, so when we enter Manchester United, we don't see the working Manchester United they show. They don't sign what's his name, Mateus Cunha, and they put eye for Brian Mbeumo Mata. And the latest one now say Manchester United, they make calls with Viktor Gyokeres agent. They ask them how far I go be. But we know, say one of the teams when Viktor Gyokeres go want for a move now European football. Manchester United don't get that one, so it go make the deal a little bit difficult for them. But then, but we also don't forget, say there be still Manchester United. We just see the list of most valuable clubs we come out quite recently. Manchester United now still the second most valuable club in the world. That's not to tell you, say, in terms of the brand, in terms of their commercial size, they're still big. They feel not get European football. They feel finish 15 last season. You feel they want banter them, say, yes, this one, do that one, but they still be Manchester United at the end of the day. And what's in the show for inside the transfer window now, say, without this big European competition and all the katakata, the wahala with them they face, they still sign some good players. They don't sign Mateus Cunha. Now they also get interest for Brian Mbeumo and now Viktor Gyokeres. But okay, Mike, make we hear from you. How you see this Viktor Gyokeres links? You think say Manchester United go pull this kind of deal off without European football? And also we know, say, financially it go also be difficult for them because PSR day you go need to spend with how much money you they get and all of that. Without Europe, that money where they come for European football, they also did difficult situation. They go also need to sell some players before they go fit, make a move like that. Because Viktor Gyokeres move, according to the report over the year, the move go require a lot of money. The player wants high salary, and also you go need to pay big money for a player like Viktor Gyokeres, who scored the number of goals when he scored for Sporting Lisbon in the last couple of seasons. How you see this link with Manchester United and Viktor Gyokeres? You think, say, Manchester United go fit realistically do a move like this with all the things we surround them right now?
Yes. First of all, what is the wish of the player? The wish of the player is to come to Manchester United because him talks saying he won't come. With or without European football at this point. Now, that is to show that guy is running out of choice. All right.
Option no plenty.
Yes, the teams now where they're really interested in him are looking at other targets. All right. Chelsea, Arsenal, they are looking at other targets. And at the end of the day, Manchester United is the only team where wants him. I think he's 27 already. His age is not on his side. All right. That's one. Now, if we're talking about Cunha and the deal, Manchester United deal in bringing Cunha in, I would say it's a good deal, but it's at the end of the day, it has an after effect. Why? Because this same Cunha played for Atletico Madrid from Hertha Berlin, and he didn't do so well at Atletico Madrid. That's the big club effect. And work. But him coming to the Premier League with a club like Wolves, no much pressure, do what you can do, express yourself, be the leader of the team, and at the end of the day, you have the leverage to deliver. And he did well. He delivered. He scored so many goals. But is this the kind of profile Manchester United wants? Because him na player where we say he no get wing. Him no get wing. He can play as a number 10. He can play on the wings. He can play up front. He can play in the midfield. Anywhere if he play. That thing also they affects player because if player not getting actual position, they really they affect at the end of the day because coach go want use them for year. Come out test you for year whether it go good. Make a test you for year whether it go good. It has an after effect on the player, and also the player's attitude is something to question. Not be saying no be good player, not be saying no get the talent, but sometimes they get into your head. Now red card material, clubs go and go after that particular part of him, and they go and use them at their own advantage. Sometimes they spark off in himself, they want to overdo things at some point. But when it comes to bringing the energy, when it comes to bringing that particular thing where Bruno Fernandes they bring to the team, the leadership, the hunger, the vibe, the vibe and everything into the team, go bring them in. So at the end of the day, Manchester United is trying to build this, this their new rebuilding phase with experienced players. All right, they are moving away from the young promising talents to Premier League experienced proven players. You did there?
I deal with you, yes.
That is what they want. Yes, that's what they want at this time. They want Premier League proven players. Now they are not going for young talent. Mbuemo is not a young talent. That guy is 26 already. He's proven, his experience. He has done it in the Premier League. Now, if you go to the likes of Kunya, he's not more a younger player. I think he's 26, 27. His experience, he has played in the Premier League. He has played for Atletico. He has played for Hertha Berlin. So his experience and his Premier League proven. Now, you are going for Gyokeres, but he's experienced. All right. So that is how they want to build their whole rebuilding phase around. That's what they want to do. They want to build the team on experience-based signings. A player who really do not care about European football at this stage, but see Manchester United as an opportunity to get to playing European football at the end of the day.
And
right?
earning big. And players who wants to earn big. Because the money now one of the reasons that they entice them also.
So because if you are looking for proven players around the world or young talents who has actually done well, you go to look towards the likes of Osimhen. What they'll ask you at the end of the day is, are you playing in Europe? If you say you won't go for the likes of Nico Williams, he will ask you if they play European football. So now that one is out of the window, that's why they are going for players who see United as an opportunity. So within work, that's left to the coach and how they are going to set up the team. For Gyokeres, it will be a very good move because this guy wants to prove that he can deliver in the Premier League. All right? This guy has experience and is a goal machine. And he has played with the coach in Sporting and he delivered well. So he understands the pattern and the style of play. So without work in the Premier League is another case. So the coach has to do everything possible to make his signings work and his style of play work at the end of the day, because the first season has been a disaster. So the second season, all eyes will be on him. The pressure and everything will be on him. So he has to deliver this second season. So give him what he wants. He has always asked of the players he wants. If you have the players that you want, will go deliver. If you say yes, give them. Then let's see what happens this season. That's the pressure, in quotes, I'm talking about.
Okay. So, but before we go wrap up the stream, we don't talk about Viktor Gyokeres and Manchester United approach to the transfer window and how Manchester United they try to do their rebuild. I just like when we just touch on a light note. I think say we could do another extensive transfer show. We'll talk about how Liverpool they move, because the way Liverpool they move currently, me I fear the catch me next season. It'd be like say all these guys they won't tie us down the way Manchester City take tie people down for the last couple of years. It just be like say now Liverpool turn, because the kind of moves that they make, they won't sign Florian Ritz, they don't sign Frimpong, they also don't sign Gyokeres. How you see the way Liverpool they move? How you they see this kind of movement where Liverpool they do as an opposition fan?
Say me, I go dey very unbiased. The thing is, they don't lose one of their best players in Trent. Arnold, and they are replacing that player with another player that has done well in the last couple of years in Leverkusen. And the team is say, yes, pressure good day, I understand, but he's also capable to deliver in terms of all those overlapping runs, in terms of all those,
because now very, very solid attack-minded player line B. He can also play as a winger.
Yes, he get eye for goal and all of that. That is another quality signing they are bringing in. Gyokeres was in my Premier League team of the season. I apologize to all Chelsea fans, but Cucurella, I keep him aside small. Why? Because Gyokeres is playing for a team like Bournemouth. And if you see what team Bournemouth do this season, and if you watch Bournemouth, you will give it up for Gyokeres. He has done so well in the last couple of years. But you see this season where he finished, that guy now quality. And him being in that team would actually help this Liverpool squad, because the Robertson where they get don't the age, Robertson where they get don't drop form, be as he be, be as he, sharp as he be before. So that is a quality signing in for Liverpool because last season they no sign. Now only Gyokeres are come and he no play. So now the club
Yeah.
team can be this. And his man, the coach has had his own imprint in the team. Now going to Florian Wirtz,
Florian
guys.
Rich. Yes.
The thing is, the price tag hanging on his shoulder might be too heavy at the end of the day. Because you cannot buy a player for 150 world record in the Premier League and you don't expect to win the league again. In fact, you're supposed to win the league 3 times in a row, because of that kind of price tag and the kind of caliber of players you had.
Yeah, the
Within
way
that
high go plenty for him body.
when you don't get that kind of player in the mix, you won the league. Now you are adding quality to this team, and you know spend last season, and you're about to pay him 340k per week, and you are also paying 150k. Then at the end of the day, he has to deliver, and the coach has to deliver, and they have to go a step ahead to win the Champions. The team is balanced. The team has a good core. The team has a good foundation. But what matters at this point is if you are paying that amount of money for that player, then he has to deliver at the highest stage. And I think Liverpool will do one further next season by obviously going to the final of the UEFA Champions League. With that coach, with what I've seen this season, with the balance of the team, the experience, and the players that they are bringing in right now, I think that team is a very, very good team. And I like the fact that the hype not too much on the team. They give them leverage to do what they want to do, not too much pressure. But it will be this particular season, I go there on them, especially because of that signing. If that signing at the end of the day comes to Liverpool.
And for me, I totally agree with your point and what you don't make because I think say next season to watch out for this Liverpool team. I mean, I know say I get a lot of Liverpool fans where they around me, where they banter me. If their season is sweet, they're not gonna let me rest. I hope their season not go sweet. In my mind, no matter how much they want to spend, I they hope say next season Liverpool fans make the season no sweet for now. Yes, I talk I'm on the live stream. We're gonna banter me. So, but talking about Liverpool. Me also the way that they move, I know say Liverpool business never finish. We're gonna still watch out for Liverpool. I think say if Liverpool sell Darwin Nunes, Liverpool go their potential to bring in a striker. Make it no go just go be say this one when Liverpool quiet for number 9 position. Maybe they no go shock everybody with Alexander Isak because if they go carry Isak, go join Salah, join Wirtz, join all the ones who they don't buy. I beg, like say next season nobody go need to play them. We will just carry the Premier League trophy. Put for Liverpool hand before the league will start. But my people, it's been a fantastic show today. I plan that today's stream go reach 1 hour, but we don't go almost 2 hours, 1 hour 42 seconds because of the way the conversation they go. As we go through the different topics, more just they come. Just be like say make the show no end today. But Oga Mike, thank you very much for your time. Oga Tosin, everybody will join us on today's show. If this is not your first time when you see our channel and you never subscribe to the channel, press that subscribe button and turn on that notification button. And you fit also follow us on the different social media platform at Football in Pidgin. So, Oga Mike, before we go end the stream, tell us where they go fit locate you on the different social media platform because you get your own channel, they drop back-to-back football content. Tell us where they go fit locate you so that people go also go there, go show you love for all the Ogbonge things what you do for the football community for Nigeria and in the world at large.
Yeah, thank you very much. On YouTube is Mike Way Kicks. Mike Way Kicks, like you are kicking football. Mike Way Kicks on YouTube. Then on Instagram is Mike Way _kicks. On TikTok as well, Mike Way _kicks. That's where I do all my thing. Facebook as well, Mike Way Kicks. So anywhere, if you just type Mike Way Kicks, you go see and there, go come outside for you. And that's how I share my own little knowledge about the game of football because this game now waiting we get passion for. And any day, anytime we always want to talk about I just dropped one video concerning Osimhen on YouTube yesterday, and today like this, it gets over 10,000 views already. It's a the video they fly, and it's a very, very because that the reaction video of that news of Viktor Osimhen. I would like everybody to go have a look on it. They're very, very detailed, and how I pour out my heart and the whole Viktor Osimhen saga when I go like him. So thank you
So
very
my
much.
people, not hear from Oga Mike. We're gonna try to check out him channel, a YouTube channel at Mike Kicks. That's in video on Viktor Osimhen. It catch fire right now. It hot swell. So we're gonna try to check out on that video and also show the channel some love. So my people, we don't reach when we go come off for studio today. Also, we're gonna catch us because now when we say the news, the plenty like this, we go today on the live stream. Plenty. So tomorrow we're gonna catch us. We go also day live to talk transfer matters by the same time, live by 8 p.m. Nigeria time. So for wherever you did, join us for tomorrow's stream. We also get transfer talk, all the happening things where the news will go happen from now enter tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we will also come here, come talk. So Oga Mike, thank you very much for your time today. Oga Tosin, Maro, everybody will join on today's show. Emma, a shout out to all of on too much. Dark Shadow too. I throw a salute. So Oga Mike, thank you for your time today. Everybody will join us. We watch today's stream. We support today's stream. Whether not for YouTube, whether not for Facebook. I throw a salute. Give on. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of our evening, and we go see you on tomorrow. My people, we don't come up for studio.